Picture books are one of the best teaching tools that we have. Not only do they instill a love of reading and expose children to new worlds and words, picture books can be a way to practice early literacy skills like phonological and phonemic awareness. These will help support children in their journey to becoming readers. Phonological awareness is the ability to notice the sound structure of spoken words. Phonological awareness includes skills such as syllables, rhyme, alliteration, onset rhyme, and even words and sentences. Phonemic awareness is a component of phonological awareness, but it's the ability to identify, isolate, and manipulate language at the individual sound level. The ability to isolate sounds within words, blend sounds, and manipulate through addition and deletion are essential skills for students to become successful readers and writers. If you'd like more information on phonological and phonemic awareness, readingrockets.org has some really great resources. While you can use any rhyming book to practice these skills, or any book in general, we are going to use Frog in a Log by Kes Gray and Jim Field as our mentor text. So let's look at ways we can practice some of these skills. Show the students the front of the book and read the title to them, pointing at the words as you read. This will show them that this is the way that we read from left to right in each. Show the students the front of the book and read the title to them, pointing at the words as you read. Ask them what they notice. They may notice the picture, that there's a frog. They might notice that there's a log. They might notice that there's a question mark, or maybe even that both words have some of the same letters, or even that they're rhyming words. You don't have to focus too long on their suggestions for this, but it's a good way to quickly assess some of the skills that the students already have. Of course, you don't have to practice all these skills at one time and even with just one book. If you want to focus on only rhyme recognition, then do that. However, even if that is your focus, you may want to practice onset rhyme with your students just to get them familiar with blending sounds. It's a very difficult skill for many students to master, so lots of practice will help them when they're beginning sounding out words when reading. Play with words. Play with the words in stories, in poems, and songs. But make sure that you choose a book that you love and think about ways you can incorporate some of these ideas into your next read aloud. This will help strengthen the phonemic and phonological awareness of your students and help them become even better readers. The book starts like this. Hey, frog, sit in a log, said the cat. But I don't want to sit on a log, said the frog. Logs are hard and uncomfortable, and they can give you splinters. Ouch! I don't care, said the cat. You're a frog. You must sit on a log. You'll notice that the authors have bolded the words frog and log here. So when reading, make sure that you use your voice to express this. You may even want to reread those words to draw attention to them. Frog, log. Ask the kids, what do you notice? The following pages continue to introduce more rhyming words like cats, mats, hares, and chairs. They too are bolded, so can be read this way. Hares sit on chairs, said the cat. You may want to stop here and say, wait a minute. Frogs can only sit on logs, and cats can only sit on mats, and hares can only sit on chairs. What are we noticing here? The students may say that they're noticing rhyming words. So here you can repeat the words frog, log, cat, mat, hare, chair. We want to encourage the students to notice when words rhyme. But again, you can use any book while you're doing this, any rhyming book. You don't have to just use a frog and a log. Another skill you want to introduce and practice is creating rhymes. Here you can say the animal's name, but let the students come up with their own ideas. What do goats sit on? Asked the frog. Goats sit on. Here you can let the children come up with their own ideas. Goats sit on boats, floats, coats. If students are coming up with words that don't rhyme, you can say, goat, store, goat, store. Do they sound the same at the end? And then you can quickly move on. You do not only have to focus on the skill of rhyming though. You can practice some of the other skills we talked about earlier. For example, we can practice onset and rhyme by saying the first sound or blend in a word and then adding the end sounds to practice simple blending. When reading the sentence, What do parrots sit on? Read it like this. What do parrots sit on? Ask the children, what animal am I saying? Parrots. Yes, parrots. Parrots sit on carrots. Parrots sit on carrots. Next, we're going to look at ways to practice blending sounds. Again, we're using this book only as an example. You can do this with absolutely any book you're reading. So blending the sounds in a word is quite a complex skill. So we want to make sure that we're introducing words that only have a few sounds in them. Here we're going to strengthen the skill that we learned earlier with the onset rhyme blend by saying oxes sit on oxes. When we get to the part where it says and fleas sit on peas, we're going to stretch out the sounds of the words fleas sit on ease. Let the children think about it for a bit. Let them try to practice and blend those sounds together. For those that need the extra practice, repeat it again so they can have another opportunity to hear and practice the skill. You can also do this with other words later on in the book and continue doing it so they can really start hearing how those sounds go together.